I got a call, a friend of mine.
Oh, you're okay. And I said, yeah, what's wrong? I said, I'll be back in the Oval Office in 30 minutes. Oh, I said, what's wrong with this guy? Then I got another call. Oh, you're okay. They said that I had passed away. Do you remember that? First day in 28 days, these people are sick. That's why I've taken more physicals, because I think you have an obligation to, report. And I hate when they put out false reports. So, they put out a report that Donald Trump. So, I took a lot of physicals, and I did something no other president's ever done. I took cognitive tests, because I know that, and by the way, not easy. You get to those last questions, those last 10, 15 questions, those nobody on that stand could get answer, probably any of them. And I got him. I aced him, and no other president's taken a co.
Could you imagine Sleepy Joe taking a cognitive test?
I don't think he'd get the the first question is like, what is this? And they show a lion, a giraffe, a fish, and a hippopotamus, right? And they say, which is the giraffe? So that's the only question. But what happens is it then gets harder. I don't think Joe would have gotten the first question right. He would say, hippo. He was, I want the hippo. But anyway, I've taken now 3 cognitive tests. I've aced every single one of them. And these are at, this is that big stuff. This is Walter Reed. I've got a whole team of doctors all over the place. If you get them wrong, I said, what do you think? Should I do it? They said, well, here's the good news. The good news, if you do well, that's a great story. And these are doctors that I don't even know. And they report it. And then I did it a third time a few months ago, and they reported. But it's very small reporting. But can you imagine if I did badly, right? Could you imagine that? Front row, would I be in trouble? They'd say, there's something wrong, but I like to do it. But, I gave a perfect. I had a perfect health. And, they reported his health is perfect. And they interpret that, and the fake news interprets, when the doctor says he's got perfect health, they go, what does he mean by perfect? There's something wrong with these people are sick. Now, there will be a time when perhaps it won't be 100% true with all of us, right? And when that time comes, I will let you know about it. In fact, you'll probably find out about it just by watching. But that time is not now, because I feel the same that I felt for 50 years. I really do. But we have, and I think we have an obligation to, at least report your health. But I will tell the to me because of what happened for 4 years. I really think having a cognitive test for presidents, to take a cognitive test is very important. I think it's very important. I'm hearing that they say it's, not with Biden. They said it was not constitutional. That was the least of his problems. But I think it's very important that a president, or people running for president and vice president, take a cognitive test. I mean, I think it's a very important thing. I don't know. They say you shouldn't do that. It's unjust. It's not constitutional.